What's up, y'all? It's Studio CLB here. We're back at it again. Today we got the UFC 311 meme review, meme roundup, meme review. So let's check it out. And we got some bonuses because we missed the Mackenzie Dern one too. All right, one of my favorites right here. The Evolution, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. You got Choop, you got Kopilov, and then you got Ben Askren. The Knockout King, everybody's favorite. Punahele Soriano, stuck at the bar watching himself knock someone out, trying to impress everybody. I was just there.
I was just on there.
Literally me, my nut face every time. Good job, Punahele. Good fight. The UFC is so not back. Underwhelming start to the year. I don't know what they were thinking. Probably the big loser of the night is Chris, the inaction man, Curtis. And then, of course, the other biggest loser was the audience. Self-explanatory. All right. This was in the man before we knew that Vanille and Moicano were not going to fight. Before Moicano stepped up, there was some good trash talk, and of course it's like they're both the exact same age, and then Moicano was talking shit every weekend. Every weekend. Sorry for the ear rape. And banana peel, slipped on a banana peel, or you know what I mean. He just was like, oh man, I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm gonna get submitted and look foolish. And now he's never gonna get a fight again. I don't know what they're gonna wait like 3 months. They're gonna wait as long as a whole fight cycle for Armand before they're gonna give him another fight. He's getting punished. And once again, I talked about this last time, is that Islam, you always got an asterisk on every Islam fight. Always these short notice step-ins. Bobby Green at 165 subbed him instantly. Dan Hooker instantly. I don't even talk about Volk. Don't ever disrespect Volk like that. And Moicano shit the bed. Poor guy. The absolute state of title contention in the UFC. Khalil, Stipe, Tyra? No, Asakura, whichever guy that was. Yeah, absolute state. Just ridiculous. Goon aside, very true. A lot of these are Tony Has Died and Cosmic MMA. They're kind of running the meme game right now, as far as I've seen. Beaver Smash is a good one, too. And shout out to my boy, Sean, at Full Send MMA. We got one of his on here, too. Now we got this question about Merab, whether he's the bantamweight GOAT or not. And one thing I can say about this, everybody stop about the GOAT conversation. Can we just give that a rest? Yeah, and my GOAT, top 20 GOATs of all time video coming soon. Watch out for that. Classic. Get rid of that. This is one of my favorite. Congrats, Skyrim Argonian. Jailton Almeida against Spivak. Yeah, the Argonian took out the Nord. I gotta say that was not surprising in the least.
Stay on your feet! Stay on your feet!
Exposed, fraud check, 0 grappling. Not that my grappling is any better, but what does that matter? This one, not even a meme, but this may as well be a meme because this is ridiculous. Okay, the unks. And 2, it's like Chael's coaching against Colby. Which should have happened years ago, having Chael sign up as Colby's coach, But I love that. And this will actually be, look, what was the last season of Tough? Was that the, Pena with the actual GOAT? No.
And this has nothing to do with your television show, but it has to do with the new one. Your coaches for the upcoming 33rd season of The Ultimate Fighter are going to be UFC Hall of Famers Daniel Cormier and Chael Sonnen. I guess I'll be watching.
Come on. It's the
And pause on there. Is it just me, or does Chael Sonnen all of a sudden look like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys meets Bruce Campbell? I mean, he's got Bubbles' glasses. I never knew Chael had that bad. Like, he needs to join Fighting Nerds or something like that. He's got Bubbles' glasses from Trailer Park Boys, and he's starting to look like Bruce Campbell, who also lives in Oregon. So there you go. Tonight's going to be a movie. Yeah, Ghost World. Or Crumb. Come on. There we go. Next.
I don't give a fuck.
No!
Next time they have Armand fight, they got to hold that shit in Glendale.
I'm coming. I'm coming! I'm
Always.
coming. I'm
Canelo, Moicano. Canelo.
And this one's especially funny to me. I'm the king of booking 11-leg parlays and betting $1 on them, trying to get 10 grand. And I suspect Moicano is too.
The rest is empty with no brain, but the clever nerd, the best.
I'm turning the volume down. I'm sure that's bumping way too hard. Let's check the volume.
MC with no chain.
All right. One homie after setting the sped kid off on classic. But which one's the sped kid? Locked in and geek. I'm geeked. Trust me, I'm always geeked out. Never lock in. I'm allergic to locking in. I am the little brother, so I'm the youngest of three. See, nice argument, but I already drew myself as the Chad and you as the crying soy jack. I think we got to start referring to Moicano as Shrek. He's money green like Shrek. He's pulling the wax out his ears. Good clips, good clip, but you know what I mean. That was delusional. We were all delusional. You want to see something amazing. You want to see something totally impossible happen. This, I love it. Okay, once again, Yuri is my brother in the TISM, my brother in neurodivergence. Once again, unmatched aura was Jiri right now. Like, plus 10 million aura for Jiri for winning that one. A lot of people were in doubt. You know what I mean? We didn't know how to call it, but then, of course, it's like, just like what Bedtime said, is that once Jamal Hill showed up with the double knee wraps and the KFC belly, is just like, oh, you knew it was over. What did I tell you about fighters who are 8-1 and 8-0 and 9-0 coming in the UFC? What did I tell you? And you know, Newmar is the outlier there. The whole Frank Ocean thing with Peyton Talbot because they're butt buddies. You know, cool. I keep hating on Peyton Talbot. I didn't mean to. I was really impressed when I saw him fight last year. And what I just tell you about Jerry? TISM, the greatest space of MMA. You don't feel pain the same as other people. You don't feel things the same as other people. You don't see the world the same. You know what I mean? You got the Matrix vision. Punches coming at you. You're just like, okay, I'll dive right into that. Yeah, I'll go straight for it. Let's go for that. TISM wins. What I tell you, this is the story of UFC 311. Is okay. Dagestani wrestling out. Autism, neurodivergency, in. There you go. That's the Autism Speak. That's the sponsor of this channel. Autism Speaks.
It's normal. I have 3 kids. I don't see them much.
Islam, you became a father again recently. How were you able to balance training camp and having a newborn home in Russia?
it's normal. I have 3 kids. I don't see them much.
That's just hilarious. Me having 2 kids at home, I spend all day with my kids all the time. That does just show you, you know, difference in culture, right? Okay, they're from the old world, the legit old world, where you don't raise your kids. You think this guy has ever changed a diaper? I don't think so. I don't think so. You think this guy's ever warmed up milk in the microwave in the bottle at 3 in the morning? I doubt it. I doubt it very much. I guess that's one thing about Dagestanis. That's why, you know what I mean? I got the Dagestani hate nonstop on this channel, but I think that's exemplary of it. And you know what? I do not want to kick Jamal Hill while he's done, because everybody's seen he was very upset. He was despondent walking out of the fight. In the backstage. That's all coming up in clips now. And you can't kick a man while he's down, but I mean, what are you going to say? How are you going to argue against this? I mean, sorry, pal, back to the middle of the division, back to the middle of the rankings. And I called this in my preview video, my predictions video. You get to knock out Benoit Saint-Denis, who's now ranked number 12, and of course, Moicano ranked number 10. Dustin, I'll give him respect, even though he's a very salty winner. He's a great loser, bad winner, as many people have pointed out before. But yeah, knock out BSD, get Darst. That's the way it goes. That's the cookie crumbling right there.
Let's go.
I sell, I ship, I bag, I seal, I swag.
Best not hear a word out of Hill. And that's true. Okay, well, guess what? Hill versus Death Sentence coming right now. Let's go. Hill versus what's the girl? I'm thick but I'm quick. Tenacity, Felicity, something like that. Hill versus her. Just as true. Just as true right here. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody could agree that they're that happy Merab gets to. But what did I say? He won over the audience. He won people over, that's the harder victory for Merab, it seemed. Umar, well, we'll see him back. And this is the question too: is what are you going to do? How are you going to match make this? I say it would be cool to see Umar versus O'Malley, and then Merab fights the winner of that. Not really, but it is good to watch this. And I have seen like 8 different slow-mo clips of this in the last day or 2 now. But that is a good one. That is a great highlight for Jiri. A month of no UFC fights isn't so bad, kids. Back in my day, we used to have to rent UFC on VHS from Blockbuster weeks after the event. That's a terrible Abe Simpson, but whatever. And this is an old one, too. This was before Dern versus Hebus. But this took me back on a nostalgia trip right here, because I was thinking of back in the day. Now, this is the Unk status report right here, but back in my day, my brothers used to put up a VCR TV combo in my parents' Suburban, and we'd plug in the power to like the cigarette lighter adapter thing and watch bootleg tapes recorded. Like someone else would take a blank VHS and record and, you know, give that around of UFC. We didn't even rent them from Blockbuster. Sometimes, yeah, but and then on car trips we'd watch UFC, like UFC 3. UFC 6, like we'd watch the super old ones back when it was like the rules were like no eye gouging and groin strikes and stuff like that. No holds barred fight. I'm taking you back. What y'all know about all that, man? Can't relate. That's undeniable. Okay, he was never my friend. This guy's pretty funny, but now he's doing all this, like, every post is advertising this scam UFC investment thing. I can't mess with that. Can't deal with all that. All right, I hope this doesn't blow the mic out.
Fuck, man! Like I said, maybe you will not believe me that but I wanna... Fuck, man!
True Riz.
Like I said...
I don't want the next one to come with sound. Me hand was a balloon. Right out the socket. Round one. And I mean, poor guy. He did break his hand, and that probably messed up. But he was getting a lot of success with the kicks. You know what I mean? And this does remind me of when Rose moved up in weight, Rose Namajunas, and busted her pinky in the first round. It's like, that happens, man. Injuries are so common, as we saw with Arman. We knew there was going to be a big pullout, and there were 3 fights pulled out of due to injury. Poor Johnny Walker, poor Arman. And you know what I mean? Injuries happen the second you step into the cage, too. Bummer. That's the life of a fighter. Yeah. That's we're definitely going to be seeing that on Jamal's channel with about 86 camera cuts every half second. First of all, too, somebody needs to tell whoever's producing this guy, Jamal Hill, 3 cameras. If you're doing a podcast, 2 is fine. That's it. Autopod. Set your cuts for ignore less than 1 second. Ignore less than 2 seconds. Try that. Just a little bit of production advice. Well, obviously, I'm the one to give it. Oh, my God! From the top of the scaffolding. That's Shane McMahon, right? It's crazy how he would take crazy bumps and do crazy stunts. Get thrown through the glass by Kurt Angle.
No.
And the day's the inauguration. I gotta throw one of these Conor ones in here. This has got to be the clickbait. This has got to be the falsehood of the video, is that I'll pretend like it's got something to do with Conor. You know what I mean? Conor did what? But I must say, and that's shout out to Full Send, shout out to Sean at Full Send. Which I actually got to admit, this cracked me up when I saw it this morning. Not even this meme, but actually seeing that repost. As Conor, God, it's hard to be a Conor fan right now. It's hard. It's really hard. But what are you going to do? At least he's still pretty funny right here. But it's hard to distract you from what he's been in the news for lately. I'm telling you, next card at Glendale. Book it. Fight night, Glendale. Let's do it. All right, I think we're all caught up. So that's the UFC 311 Meme Roundup. Let me know how y'all like this. Shout out the comments, like, follow, subscribe. Studio CLB. Let's boogie. I'm out.